In the dusty heart of Missouri, in the mid-1800s, a legend was born in blood: Jesse James. To some, he was a cold-blooded killer. To others, he was a Robin Hood of the West. But the truth is far more complex. It was 1861, and the Civil War was tearing America apart. Young Jesse, only 16, they weren't just stealing money. They were taking revenge against the banks and the railroads that they believed were destroying the lives of poor farmers. Imagine the scene: the thunder of hooves on wooden streets, the smell of gunpowder, and the chilling silence of a town in fear. Jesse wasn't just a thief, he was a master of propaganda. He wrote letters to the newspapers, painting himself as a victim of a corrupt government. The public started to listen. A legend was growing. He became a ghost, moving through the forests of the frontier, always one step ahead. His robberies became more daring. They stopped trains in the middle of the night, taking thousands in gold. The bounty on his head reached $10,000, a fortune in the 1880s. As the years passed, the world changed. The Wild West was being tamed by steel, and Jesse was tired. He moved to a small house in St. Joseph, Missouri, living under the name Thomas Howard. He thought he was safe, joined the Confederate guerrillas. This wasn't a formal army. It was a brutal, lawless band of men who learned how to strike fast and disappear into the shadows. This was Jesse's school of war, where he learned the skills that would later make him the most hunted man in America. The war ended, but for Jesse, the battle was just beginning. In 1866, the James Younger gang committed the first daylight bank robbery in U.S. history, but the law was catching up. The railroads hired the Pinkerton National Detective Agency, the most powerful private detectives in the world. The hunt for Jesse James became a national obsession. There were gunfights in the dark, explosions in family homes, and innocent blood spilled. One night, a Pinkerton bomb killed Jesse's younger half-brother and blew off his mother's arm. This only fueled Jesse's rage, but he made one fatal mistake. He trusted the Ford brothers, Robert and Charles. On April 3rd, 1882, the morning was quiet. Jesse noticed a dusty picture on the wall was crooked. He took off his guns, the first time he had been unarmed in years, and stepped on a chair to clean it. Robert Ford saw his chance. He pulled his revolver, and with a single shot to the back of the head, the legend of Jesse James ended. Jesse James was dead, but the myth was immortal. Thousands attended his funeral. To this day, people still search for his buried gold and debate his true character. Was he a hero of the common man or a ghost of a violent past? In the end, Jesse James remains the ultimate icon of the American frontier, a man who lived by the gun and died by the gun. The telegraph and the growing police force made it impossible to hide forever. Every friend became a potential traitor, and every shadow looked like a hangman's noose. Jesse was trapped in a prison of his own making. The American West in the 1870s was a place of extreme violence and lawlessness. Jesse and Frank James were not just outlaws, they were symbols of a world that was disappearing. During their years on the run, they spent months hiding in the mountains and canyons, living off the land and trusting no one but their kin. The Pinkerton detectives were always behind them, sometimes only a few hours away. As the 20th century dawned and the first cars replaced the horses, the stories of Jesse James became the myths of a lost era. He remains a ghost in the machinery of history, a reminder of a time when the frontier was wide and the law was only as strong as the man holding the gun. There were legendary standoffs in small border towns where the streets ran red with blood. Jesse became a master of disguise, often sitting in the very saloons where detectives were planning his capture, listening to their every word while tipping his hat in silence. The cat and mouse game was reaching its boiling point. The James Younger gang was not invincible. Their downfall began during the Northfield, Minnesota raid in 1876. It was a disaster. The townspeople fought back with everything they had, firing from windows and rooftops. Most of the gang was captured or killed, leaving Jesse and Frank as the only survivors to escape into the wild. This failed raid broke the spirit of the Outlaws. For years after, Jesse was a man obsessed with rebuilding his power, but the world had moved on. Thank you for traveling back in time with us at the 1800s Ledger. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the era of Iron and Shadows, Outlaw.